guys, and welcome to Fit to Live, where your health matters. By this I mean we are doing exercises to improve our health and well-being, not just to be fit. So on today's show, we are going to talk about the different body types in relation to fitness. My name is Aida Munzati. Remember, you can always join us from where you are, and we are coming to you live from Milele Hotel, Nairobi. Remember, you can always catch us on our social media pages. That is KAK TV Kenya on Facebook and YouTube. You can always follow us as well on Twitter. That is KAK TV_Kenya. Karibu sana.
So we are going to get straight into stretches, get our body a bit liquidated. So we'll just start with arm circles. Let's bring our legs together. Hold. Get the blood pumping into your hands. And then we are going to go straight down, slowly. So step onto the mat. Let's stand in this position. So let's go all the way down. Down, run your hands behind. Let's go back up. Remember to breathe in and out throughout the whole process. Legs apart. Now we'll go into a deep squat. Your palms on your feet. Go into a deep squat. Push your inner thigh out with your elbows as you drop your hip all the way down. Chin up. Keep applying pressure on your inner thigh. Don't detach your hands from your feet. Just get up and straighten your knees. Keep breathing throughout the whole process. Let's drop. Slowly, let's go. Chin up. Go up again. Drop. Let's go up. Straight up. I want us to get on the mat with our legs to the front. With your toes, drop your head. Pull onto them. Legs apart. With your left hand towards the right, keep inching out towards your toes. Inch out towards your toes. So reach to the side. Touch down, and then with your fingers sort of inch out. Yes. So take a deep breath. When you release, inch out. Try and go as far as you can. Let's do the same for the other side. Okay, bring your foot inside, cradle it like a child. Bring it towards your forehead. Remember to breathe in and out. Let's repeat to the other side. Drop. Fold your right foot, your left, then turn all the way. Switch to the other side. Get into neutral. Fold one leg. This elbow will go on the inside. Push it out, push it out. Yes. So push it that way as you turn. Let's repeat on the other side. Okay. Slide out. Lift one leg. So let's just replicate with the other leg. Lift one leg. Then with this hand, loop through and lay down. Rest on it. With this palm, grab your wrist and push. Repeat this on the other side. That leg comes up. Yep. Thread the needle. Get back up. Knees apart, feet together. Then lean forward. And drop your waist. Chin up. Make sure your feet are still together. Let's drive all the way. Repeat the process. Feet together. Drive back. On your knees. Let's get our hands stretched out. Straight up. Yeah, just above your elbow and pull it. Don't turn with it. Just pull it on its own. Let's do the same for the other side. Hands out. Now let's bring our palms to our shoulders and then gently breathe in and out throughout the process. The other way around. Finish with the neck rotations. Repeat the same for the other side. That's it.
So now we can have our sit down, the
Yes.
interview. So dear viewers, I said earlier, today we are looking at the different types of bodies in relation to fitness. So what we were doing, we were just stretching. So maybe you can just tell us the importance of now stretching.
Stretching sort of gets blood flowing in the joints that have been dormant for a while. Most of our daily lives we don't really connect with how flexible we are, and our movements are restricted to our lifestyles. So from the house to the office to the car, you're in a seated position. You rarely come in contact with you squatting. You rarely come in contact with you jumping. So most of our bodies are sort of cramped into a constant routine. But when you stretch, you get blood flowing into areas that necessarily it wouldn't. And this improves your memory, your state of being alert, because your circulation improves. And it avoids unnecessary blood clots, which can lead to some very extreme results. So for beginners, I'd like to break it down so that they can understand their body types and how you can build a diet and a workout regime depending on your body type, because we are not all the same. You have people who are referred to as mesomorphs. These are people who naturally from birth, based on genetics and how they look, they already look as though they've been training for a while. Their physique is already defined, and yet they've never been to a gym. And I think you know someone like that. And then we have the endomorphs. These are people who are chubby. From childhood, or they came into weight and they are finding it difficult to lose. They eat very little and still gain weight. And then we have the hard gainer, which is the ectomorph. These are people who are very skinny in definition, very skinny. They eat a lot, but the weight doesn't show. So based on the description that you can identify personally, you will know I eat a lot and I'm not putting on weight. Or if I just take 1 cup of ice cream, the next day I've added 3 kilos. Or I eat and I don't get weight, I don't get skin. So this is how you can change your diet and your fitness regime to work for you. So it's more customized than general. So you just don't go into a gym and do what everyone else is doing. You have to break it down to you. So as a trainer, part of my job is to understand my client, their lifestyle, because your lifestyle also plays a big role. People who are in the offices from 9 to 5 rarely get chances to eat a proper meal. And if you're an ectomorph who's struggling to put on weight, in that environment, you will keep losing weight because you don't have time to get the right nutrients. And for the guys who are endomorphs, who put on weight easy, they will snack a lot in the office because then the appetite is a bit high. And in the same process, what you put in should be used by your body. If it's just going to remain dormant, then you'll put on the fat. So for people with the ectomorph body, the endomorph body, the fat ones or the thick ones or the chubby ones, they have to make sure they're in a calorie deficit, meaning you should starve yourself a little bit. You get, so that your body can end up using the fat as a source of energy. And in the process, you lose weight. You get. And at the same time, make sure your protein intake is regulated and constant. Because if you go back to primary, you learned that proteins are meant to build muscles. And carbohydrates are energy-giving foods. So once you understand the basic of what proteins are and what carbohydrates are, and you understand your body type, then it's easy for you to know what you're doing wrong, other than assuming you'll just walk into the gym, lift whatever you're lifting, get on the treadmill, and get the body you're set out to get. So first we start with identifying your body, then understanding your work environment or your daily environment, then break it down to the food and how much you're taking in and giving out. Because we have people working in construction sites. They put out a lot of energy. So for them, it will apply when you're taking in a lot of carbs and your portions are weighed out almost evenly, because you'll have your carbs to maintain the energy that you're giving out and the protein to retain your muscle build up, other than you having less carbs and having a lot of proteins. So in the process, your carbs will deplete and then the body will start eating into your muscle reserves, which is your protein. And so you end up becoming skinny and built, but skin, you get. So for the fat people or the thick people, for them, they have to increase their protein intake and reduce their carbs so that they can chew on the reserves of the fats, and at the same time the protein will build the muscle underneath, so you don't end up losing weight and looking off. So when it comes to now your workout regime, for the mesomorphs, who are people who already have the image, they look physically built, they will tend to have short periods in the gym and still get a good result. So you don't have to literally go and lift everything in the gym or spend every single day in the gym. They can break it down to 3 sessions a week of close to an hour and a half. And in the gym, I think the best thing for them to do is focus on compound movements. These are squats, bench press, deadlifts. Those at least encourage the proper muscles to retain good form. And for the ectomorphs, then now you have to increase your time in the gym. These are the skinny people, the hard gainers, because mostly their metabolism is a bit high. So most of the time they will eat and it will just pass through the body. Yeah, so if they make use of it whilst it's still in the system, they can get the advantage of it. So when they go to the gym, at least they can have both the cardio and strength training. Strength training is more weight. So focus more on weight and less on cardio. Whereas the assumption that doing cardio you lose more weight is also a myth in its own. For you to lose more weight, it's best if you do a lot of strength training, because you put your whole body under extreme tension and stress, and that's the only time that your body will respond. You get, so if I was to scare you, your first reaction would be either to jump. Now the same thing applies to your body. If you shock it, it responds. If you massage it, it relaxes. So if you go to the gym and you put in enough time with the right form and the right routine, depending on your body type, then it's easier for you to see results. The other thing is, we should not expect results within the first 2 weeks. Most people will walk into the gym for the first week, get sore and quit, forget their money, they don't care about it anymore. But if you're to commit to the gym, it should start with your mindset. Not pressure from people calling you skinny or people calling you fat, or those outside pressures. You should find a way to block them out. Commit on your own. Don't be pushed into it, because as soon as you're pushed into it, the chances of you walking out are easy, because it wasn't an independent decision. So you should take it up to yourself, commit, set aside time, pay for the membership if you have to, find an accountability partner, someone to encourage you. That's where we come in as trainers. That's our job. Basically, we are not there to lift the weights for you, but to encourage you. So if we get back to
I'm sure probably our audience could have forgotten. You've talked of ectomorphs. So these are the thick ones.
These are the
skinny ones.
Yes. So the easiest way to remember them is the M for the mesomorph is the unique one. So that's the person who's already built, perfect structure without walking into the gym. The endomorph at the end is the big guy. And the ecto is the skinny guy in the beginning. So that's how you can easily identify.
Possible for us to do, let me say, a workout for one workout for the endos, one for the meso, one for the ecto?
Yeah,
like, right?
Yeah, we can. So for the ecto, they are more slow, a bit slow, so that you can put the muscle under a lot of tension. So we'll start with push-ups. That's the simplest. So make sure your palms are directly under your shoulders. So let's see there. Yeah, you can do this variation of kneeling. Just put your palms, yeah, underneath there, and then you drop. So this is one of the things an ecto can do in order to put on muscle around the chest area and your biceps. So these are things you can do just in the house on a daily basis. So let's do a couple. Let's do 5, since it's just a sample. Okay, so we drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's 1. For the mesomorph, this is someone who's already at least physically fit and has the form. We'll do plank jacks. So it's the same position as a push-up. The only difference is okay. So let's run through them. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You ready? We go. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop. Yes. Another one for the meso are burpees. So we'll stand up. I think I introduced you to the burpees earlier. So you jump up into a squat, then a plank position. So there's 3 steps. So let's go. Jump, squat, plank. Then we get back to the squat. Let's go. 1. Then back. You're ready. Let's do 5. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now let's go to the endo. The endo, most of the time you'll need a lot of weights because you have to exert more energy, take advantage of the fat in you, and bring out the muscle. So things like squats, just basic squats. So we'll start with the sumo squats, which you step out wide, really wide. So let's go down all the way. Make your elbows meet your knees. So we'll put our hands out. Let's go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just don't let your back collapse. In the process of going down, make sure it's arched in, not out. So this is how you place yourself. Chest up, always. As soon as you find yourself, your chest facing down, then you're not in proper form. So that's how you remain. As soon as you start doing this, you're applying pressure on your lower back, which can lead to an injury. Have we covered the endomorph? So we've just done the squat for the endomorph. So those are amongst the 3 things, workout routines that guys can add.
Well, thank you so much, dear viewer, for tuning in. I hope that you've learned one or two things and you are also part of our exercise. So that was Instructor Elmaki. And just a recap of what we've learned. So we've learned of 3 body types, if I can remember. So one is endomorph, mesomorph, then an ectomorph. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. In case you missed this episode, remember you can always find it on our social media pages. That is CAC TV Kenya on Facebook and YouTube, and you can also find us on Twitter. That is CAC TV_Kenya. Thank you so much once again for tuning in. Remember, this was Fit to Live, where your health matters, and I've been your host, Aida Muzatsi. Until next time, stay healthy.